Yeah, I think we should be good. Yeah. Yep. How you feeling?
Feeling good.
Feeling good? Nice. Yeah. Oh, it's great to officially meet you in person.
Yeah.
You seem like you have a ton of like great stuff going on with you
Well,
right now.
I'm trying, but if you got a check that can help me with all this great stuff, I would surely appreciate. I need a little cash. Just a little cash.
Look, nice. We have some cranberry juice just out here in Houston. It's hot, but you know how Houston always. How's your day going?
It is going well. It
Nice.
is going well. I have done absolutely nothing.
Really?
Absolutely nothing. But tomorrow's going to be a busy day.
Oh,
Got a few closings going on,
okay,
taking
okay,
care of my clients, but
okay.
today is rest day.
Today's kind of rest day. So it's like Sundays, Saturdays typically like your rest day or just
Only
only
Sundays.
Sundays? So you
Only
work even on
Sundays.
Saturdays too?
Yeah. Six
Damn.
days a week.
Wow.
Don't call me on Sunday because I'm not answering. I'm just kidding.
Wow. Like, how do you like kind of book your clients? Do you like just book them like the always like the time that works best for them? Like schedule?
In this business, it's not about me, of course. I was just joking. I do work on Sundays, but not this one.
Not this. Okay,
So you have to work on the client's schedule because that's your paycheck.
that's true.
So if they want to meet you at 8 p.m., it's 8 p.m. If they want to meet you at 2 a.m., it's 2 a.m. It's all about the people because at the end of the day, they have the option to choose whomever they want. But I'm glad they chose me.
Wow. What do you think? What do you think? Like this sawing you? I don't know how many clients you have right now, and it's real estate. Just to make it clear, real estate in Houston, and you've built a ton of relationships with people. Obviously, what do you think you have that kind of you think draws them towards you, or what makes them stick with you?
First, I am the realtor of Choice Houston. So
Okay.
let's make that clear.
Okay.
But
There we go.
people are typically drawn to me because I'm not just the person that wants to sell you an investment property, sell you a home, lease you a property. I want you to be knowledgeable. So I want you to be a smart buyer. When it comes to sellers, I want to make sure that you get top dollar for your investment. So if it's your home, I want to make sure you get top dollar for it. It's your investment, I'm going to make sure you get top dollar for it. So it's all in the planning. If you
Okay.
call me to sell your home,
Yeah.
I'm going to make sure I'm going to do a complete walkthrough to make sure that it's going to wow anybody that walk in that door. I get it. It's your house.
Right.
You think everything's perfect. I think everything's perfect. Really?
I
It's
bet.
not always that way. So you have to be prepared to come in and show them exactly what is needed to get them top dollar.
Oh wow. Okay.
So I've been doing real estate a long time,
Yeah.
very long time.
Yeah.
So my business is 26 years, but I learned early on. This is the deal. Most people don't realize you need to actually go back to your elders to learn. You need to learn from your elders.
It's social media now, right?
Yeah.
That's why everyone.
Right.
Yeah.
But if you go back and think about it, years and years, they had people come in, they stayed in a house together. Everybody made their way. They made a little money, whoever owned the house. What is that today? What do we call that today?
Kind of Airbnb.
Airbnb. Right? We can go back to the Underground Railroad. Every time they came through, they stayed with somebody.
They did stay with
They
someone.
paid the money. So if you go back to your elders and see how it's done, you will be shocked that everything that they did 100 years ago, we're doing today.
So like a ton that actually makes so much sense.
Yeah,
Yeah. Like a ton of history repeats itself.
it does.
It's just that with new technology, like just hides that abstraction. Like
Yeah.
you can't really even see. Damn, that's crazy. And you said your grandmom used to do
Yeah.
something like the real.
She was the original. I call her the original Airbnb queen. She owned the last chance at a place called Acres Home, Texas. She owned that and she rented out rooms. She fed people breakfast. That was a bed and breakfast. And they went on their way. She passed away at 100 years old
Wow.
years ago. But again, she was the original queen of Airbnb.
She was a real business woman too.
Yes.
Wow.
So I tell everybody, even when it comes to real estate,
Yeah.
go back to the history. Go back to your elders. See what they were doing to make it work. No matter what business it is,
Yeah.
even if it's real estate. I was here yesterday. I had a party. We had cans.
Your brother's party, right?
Yes, my brother's party was yesterday.
Yeah.
We had canned soda. My brother said, I need all the cans. Now, he has a lot of money. He said, I need all the cans. I said, well, what you need those cans for? He said, your grandma was saving cans for years. She took them and cashed them in for money. He said, I have 2 bins in the backyard.
Oh,
I'm going to get my money. So if you think about it,
wow.
go back to history. It repeats itself. Be amazed at how much money you can actually make.
Okay. I think, you know what? Maybe I need to actually do some real checks. Just kind of see, okay, what happened here? What are we not doing today? All right, if it worked here, it's probably going to work today. And just build on top of it.
Exactly.
Go all in.
Exactly.
Okay.
But don't forget to call the Realtor of Choice Houston.
Oh, no.
With it,
Oh,
right?
yeah. Oh, 100%. 100%. Yeah. You said your mom did kind of like Airbnb real estate, and you look up to her like a lot, right? Like
Absolutely.
how's she? Okay.
Yeah.
And,
So both my parents were very good with their finances, very good with real estate.
your brother picked it up too,
Yes.
apparently.
Yes. And we started early on investing, even myself, 18 years old, straight out of high school, before I even
Investing in where?
in real estate.
In
I
real
bought my
estate?
first house at 18.
What?
Yes.
At 18?
At 18 years old, straight out of high school, bought my first house, was headed to college.
Was it like loan from the bank or?
It was.
Okay.
But it was a shotgun house. Know what that is? It was a little bitty box. And that little bitty box, back then, that was $6,000. Today, is $350,000.
What?
Got to be smart about it.
Damn. Wow. Okay. And that was your first investment at 18.
Uh-huh.
And even we're like investing, like going full in, you probably didn't even need to go to college.
I needed to go to college because my mother didn't want to do anything for me unless I went to college. So I had to go. Now,
Did you like want the whole family to go to college?
Yes.
Okay.
Now, do I think college is for everybody? I don't. If you
Yeah.
know where you want to go and what you want to do, tackle that first. But seek guidance. Don't just jump in like a fish out of water. You got to get some knowledge on it. And that's what I'm really big on. You can't call me and say, I want to buy this house. I'm going to look at every detail of that.
I see.
I'm going to see what the equity is.
Yeah.
I'm going to check in and see where it's trending as far as sales.
Yes.
I don't just want to sell you a house. I want to sell you a smart.
Best. So you do put like getting the house from them and like selling the house to like people, right? So like the whole connection there, the whole
kit and caboodle.
the
That's me.
whole shebang. So how do you typically? So one thing I think I know about real estate, like once you get the customer, you kind of have them for life.
Yes.
Yes.
So real estate is a lifetime friendship.
Right.
They become your family. Some of your friends are my family. It's not just a one transaction. That transaction usually leads into 3 to 5. The average person stays in their home 10 years, and then they're ready to sell or leave that not for sale, and they actually keep it as an investment. So every 10 years, typically a person moves.
Oh, I see. But the mortgage is typically longer than that, right?
The mortgage typically starts at about 30 years. Like I say, I try and teach people to be smart about it.
Yeah.
So if you buy a property and you finance it for 30 years, I then tell you when that interest rate drops 2 points, change it to a 15-year.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Damn. So wait, you can actually do all those like
Refinance that down to a 15-year.
so they'll save more money down.
And they will pay it off faster too.
Yeah. But so like why is it like just because you're still in the house and you're paying it like consistently, like the banks just tend to like, okay, I'm gonna take off 2 points off like the mortgage.
No. So it's not 2 points off the mortgage. It's all in the interest rate.
In the interest rate.
So right now, currently, the interest rates are about 6.5, 6 even. If you buy a house today those rates are going to change. History repeats itself.
That's true.
So in my era, my interest rate originally started at about 8.25%. We just got out of an era at 2.99%. So when I bought at 8.5% years ago, 10, 12 years later, it goes down to 2.99%. I still have 20 years left on the mortgage, but now it's at 2.99%. I could take that and change it to a 10 or a 15. Interest rate 2.99. What happens to the payment?
It just goes down.
It drops.
It drops like significantly.
So what do? You call the Realtor of Choice for education.
The Realtor of Choice. Yeah.
Realtor of Choice
Yeah.
Houston.
Yeah.
Education. You got to know what you're doing.
So it seems to me like the real value, like what differentiates you from the rest is just your willingness to be open and to educate like your clients.
Yes.
See, like you could actually save money this way. You can actually do things like, I think that's not really.
Yes. So I'm not always on social media
Right.
talking about real estate. Actually, you see me a lot on social media talking about my family. So
What social media are you typically on?
Facebook,
Facebook.
YouTube, Instagram, and LinkedIn.
LinkedIn, okay.
So you can find me there.
Which one are you like most like?
Facebook.
Facebook, okay.
Facebook.
Okay, that you know where to
Find me on Facebook. But if you want knowledge, you want good information, solid information, you want to call me.
Okay. Or DM you.
Or DM. Either or.
She's gonna respond for sure. Okay. Wow, that's like incredible. Just that dynamic of, okay, I'm showing you out, I'm helping you out, and anyone interested, anyone who wants like even learn more about real estate, could just like, reach out to you. You seem like really open. And have you always been like this, like growing up?
I have.
Okay.
I have.
Yeah.
So I think it starts with the connection starts with,
Friendships.
and so
You had a ton of friends growing up, or just
so your friends have to trust you, right? So your clients have to trust you. So to do that, it all starts with friendship. You have to give them the information. And so they have to be able to make sound decisions.
so they have to make sound decisions. So you just give them all the information and they make the final.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. So, but you said like obviously since at 18 you started investing, right? So you already had the knowledge pre-existing
Yeah.
in you, and that's like generally. Does your brother also do real estate?
He does not.
He doesn't. Okay.
So it's quite a bit of us. It's a lot of us. We're a big blended family.
How many are you guys?
It's a total of 11 blended.
11. Okay, blended. Okay.
But my mother is 5.
okay.
so-
Okay. And your brother that you had the party for yesterday.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And but he doesn't do real estate.
He does not. But
Are you
he-
the only one that does?
But
Okay.
I'm licensed, but they all have investments.
They all okay.
And they're all paid for.
Oh, okay. Yeah. They have you there.
You got me in your corner, you can't tell.
Wow. Okay. That's so were they like the big picture I see, your grandma, your parents, your mom. Are you the only one that does real estate in your family?
I ain't.
You're okay. And you said you have 2 kids, right?
I have 2 girls.
2 girls. One dentist.
One is a dentist and one is a stay-at-home mom.
Okay.
I love my
Sure.
kids. They're great kids. They both went to school education-wise
Here in Houston?
in Houston.
In Houston. Okay.
But things change. One became a mother. One decided to pursue her career in dentistry.
In
So,
dentistry. Okay. Damn. And I remember when we spoke last, you said she switched from engineering to
she was a chemical engineer at first, wasting our money.
Getting all that
She
loan.
decided to go into dentistry.
Okay.
That was her passion. I think chemical engineering was my passion
Oh.
because that was where I was pushing her because
Why?
saw
Why
her-
did you pick
I
chem-
saw her potential with numbers. She was really good with numbers and figuring out things. So I'm like, hey, I got a front row seat, 18 years to see this. You need to go into chemical engineering. And so she did, but that wasn't her passion.
I see.
So her passion was actually dentistry.
Dentistry.
So I tell everybody, let your kids find their footing because we can't choose it for them. We can give them all the knowledge in the world,
but they still have to pick
They have to pick what makes them
what
happy.
But a lot of times though, right? What if they don't actually know, right? You give them the information, but I don't know. I don't know if I'm framing the question very well. Because a lot of times parents are like, I'm not sure if the kid knows like if this is actually a good path. Like for example, you should say, okay, mom, I want to be an artist, right? I want to like sing. Then like how many have taken that?
So check this out.
Right.
Most parents tell their kids, you need to do this, you need to do that. I'm sure your mother told you that too.
Oh, so
Your
many
father told you gotta do
100%.
this.
Yeah.
But that may not be the path that you take.
No.
So we're advising you of what we think is best for your life. But at the end of the day,
It's still
you
yours.
have to figure it out. But we're going to give you the knowledge for it. And you may full circle come back around and she may go back into chemical engineering. You never know.
She could, yeah, 100%. 100%.
She could.
Yeah.
She has a degree.
Chemical engineering to dentistry is a huge jump, though.
It's totally opposite.
Oh, yeah. I wonder what's made her just, okay, saying, I'm just going to do it. I don't know. Maybe from somewhere or something.
I think for us, her father and I, we were at a point where it was do 4 years chemical engineer. That was cheaper on our pocketbook. But again, it wasn't our path. It was her.
It was her wow. Is she like, would you say she's close to like you more than the dad or close to the dad more?
I think it's equal.
It's equal. Okay.
Yeah, I think it's equal.
Okay. Okay.
She loves her dad. I mean, let me take that back.
Yeah.
It's the dad.
It's the dad. She goes,
the parents, we lay down some rules, and it's usually the woman that lays them down, even though the man is the head of the house.
Yeah.
But the women run the house.
The
So
women do run the
I'm going to say when it comes to girls and their dad, it's always the dad.
Oh, really? But
Oh,
what
yeah.
about sons? The sons to moms? Is it
Oh,
like
yeah, sons to mom.
sons to mom? Okay.
100%. 100%.
Wow, that's interesting for sure. Yeah. Okay. Okay. And you said she was here in Houston, right? She attended
Yes.
Houston. Okay. Is it? You said you were born and raised Houston, right?
Born and raised in Houston.
Born and
Texas.
raised in Houston. Yeah. Then you left for a bit for like school 1 year. Then came back, right?
I left to Colorado.
Colorado.
Went to
okay.
school. It was a little bit too cold for me. Decided that was not my path. My parents sent me there. Snow is not my
That's your daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
snow is not my friend. I wind up getting frostbite while I was there. So I can say this. My path was a different path. But it still came back full circle because my family, my great aunts, my grandmother's, all her siblings, they all were in real estate. They weren't licensed, but they were in real estate. They all owned property. They all owned houses and land. And
yeah.
so it still was full circle.
It seems like the women were running the show. What are the men doing? What are the men doing?
Y'all were there. Y'all were just standing there.
You just letting the money roll in, just chilling.
Right?
Wow. Okay. Okay. Yeah. I don't know. I just feel like you saw that, okay, your grandmom did it, your mom did this, and you're doing something like this. Who knows? Your daughter, dentistry, she will enter real estate. You never know.
I don't know. She
yeah.
may.
Yeah.
She may.
Yeah. Yeah. And you already know like the steps involved, and it'll make her like that so much easier.
So I try to not put what I did
Yeah.
onto my kids or my nieces and nephews, but I try to make sure even when they turn 18 to go ahead and buy some real estate. And so most of them have done that.
Oh, they have real estate right now. Like how many houses this year?
One.
One. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. It's at least one. Damn, I didn't have any. Okay, you can put me on one. I have to for sure. So, like, how many, like, in Houston, like, how many? I don't know if you're allowed to say this, but like, how many houses do you have? Like, how many houses have you sold this year?
So
Yeah.
this year,
Over time, for sure is a lot, but I'm just trying to.
overtime is a lot. But
Yeah.
I'll tell you this, the market was so hot at 2.99% interest rate. 1 year I did 100 transactions, 100 in 1 year, which a lot of agents, most of the agents, 80%, 85% of the agents do 1 to 2 transactions a year. I'm always well beyond that.
Wow.
So I'm usually 45 to 75 transactions a year. So I do work off referrals. I do need your referrals, just
Yeah.
so you know. But again, I try to make sure that everybody is taken care of and they feel like they are in a one transaction, one, just me and them, that I have no other clients but them.
But them, okay. So when you're focused on them, that's where all your attention goes in.
Yes.
And how long does a transaction typically take?
Usually anywhere from 30 to 60 days.
36 days. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's,
But I can be working with 10 clients at a time and you think you're the only client.
oh, I see. Because you're
So
spreading.
I want to make sure that
Yeah,
that transaction is you and I.
I see.
I don't want to have to leave a transaction
With
to
someone.
work with someone else. I'm going to give everybody their time.
Damn, that must be a lot of work for sure.
It is.
So what would you say is the biggest like house you sold? Like that?
I think it was my girlfriend's property. No, I take that back. I'm going to say it probably was some acreage, which was like 400 acres.
100 acres.
And that was a few $1,000,000. I won't say the number,
Okay.
but or my
Damn,
girlfriend's
that,
house, which was $1,000,000.
is that also like in woodlands or
No,
no? Okay,
no.
okay.
One in Humble, one way out 59. That was the land. So
Okay.
what I can say is, I don't care what the price of the house
Now
is.
there's, yeah,
The house
yeah.
can be $1,000
You just,
to $20 million. I'm going to treat my clients all the same, with the same respect, the same attention, the same assistance that I give anybody else. It doesn't matter to me.
that's like how you should do business.
Yeah.
Just unfortunately, a lot of people aren't like that.
Yeah. I didn't
Yeah.
start at the top selling 45 houses. That wasn't what I did.
You worked your way up.
I worked my way up. So guess what? You got to start somewhere. As they say, you got to raise the floor to raise the roof. You got to start from the bottom to get to the top.
Damn. Wow. And like during that whole process of starting like with your first client ever, right, to having a client right now, what are like things that you probably have seen that, oh, damn, like the way I did it back then, I was I messed up so bad here, but now, yeah, you already,
I think what messed me up, I'm a giver. And so everything was not always about money for me. I would give away my whole paycheck. If they couldn't close, I would give them the $7,000 to close. What was I thinking? I didn't work for What was I thinking? But I gotta wipe my face.
oh yeah,
Go
you
to
get,
pause.
yeah,
Go to pause.
yeah, we could pause that.
It's
For
hot.
sure. It is hot for sure.
Coming.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Let's start it. Yeah. So the question was like, what's like the mistakes, right? You were saying that you were giving away your paycheck for free.
I was giving
Yeah.
away my paycheck. So my business started prior to me going into real estate. It took a while for me to get my license. So I bought my first property at 18, but I went into mortuary science, which was working as a mortician.
Yeah, you told me that. That's-
And it was all about care for people, character, all of that. And of course, you tend to be a little sensitive when it comes to people and death and all of that. So for me, when I saw a person couldn't close and I knew I was going to make my paycheck, not thinking I needed to pay my house note, my car note, all of that. And if I saw them and they really wanted that property and something happened, the biggest mistake I've ever made was to continue to give away my paycheck.
Damn.
But when you think about it, they weren't ready. So I shouldn't have done that because they weren't ready.
To get the house. And you giving them the paycheck just like made it worse on them because now they're not like stuck to the.
Right. And so a lot of people, we go back, we revisit even after a purchase. It may be 2 years. I say, don't foreclose. Let's go ahead and sell. Let's regroup. Let's get your finances in order. And then we'll purchase again.
Oh, I see. That's what you're doing right now. Like,
Yeah. So I have clients, not all of them, but I have some clients that were just not ready. and I gave my paycheck.
Oh,
So
God.
that's the biggest mistake I've made. Do I still care for people? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Would I still help? Absolutely. But that was one of my mistakes. You want to know what it was? It is. But
Damn.
you still call the Realtor of
You
Choice Houston.
still call the Realtor
That
of
was-
Choice Houston.
That
Like,
was a learning curve for me.
I
But
see.
like I said, I'm 26 years in the business.
Yeah.
You're just wiser.
Yeah, you've gained a ton of experience. Like 26 years, yeah, you learn a lot
Yes.
for sure. So being like growing in the community and building other relationships, do you think it's probably affected like your own personal relationship with friends, family?
So I will tell you this. It's terrible to say, but I'm a community partner. I put my clients first. It affected my marriage. My husband used to wear a shirt that said, "I am married. She does exist. She is the Realtor of Choice Houston." He used to wear a T-shirt that said that. Yeah.
Damn. Damn.
So I think that was probably the most thing that affected my personal relationships. But now things are great.
Yeah.
I'm able to move around and balance home life and work life.
I won't lie. Okay. It's just back that time, like you weren't like always around.
I wasn't always around.
Yeah.
I was up 3:30 in the morning, going to bed 9:30, 10:30, 3:30 in the morning, 9:30, 10:30.
And that's partly because you're trying to build like an empire, right? Like you're trying to like get some. Right now, I don't know if you still do those same timing.
So I still get up at 3:30.
Right.
I still go to bed at 9:30. After you've done it so long, it's habit.
It's kind of habit. Okay.
You become a creature of habit, right? I still do that, but I try not
Yeah,
to
that's-
answer the phone
Okay.
as much, but I still do. So I may say, this one I can call back in an hour or 2 hours. So my clients sometimes call me at 12 o'clock at night. I answer. Sometimes I don't.
Wow. I feel that's so inconsiderate to call someone
They do.
at 12. Yeah. Damn. And so what would you say has been like, so far, like you've probably met a ton of like great clients, right? But you also have met some bad ones.
I have.
Yeah.
I have dropped clients.
Uh-huh.
I've had clients even as my church members. I've had a client that told me once before, "Don't put my sign in the front if my picture is on it." What do you mean? She says, "I'm in a predominantly Caucasian neighborhood. Don't put your picture."
What?
Oh, yeah. So sometimes we have prejudice within ourselves. Needless to say, I didn't sell that property. I picked up my sign and moved on. I've had clients that think because they're allowing me to do their transaction or to sell them a house or to sell their house that I owed them something. And it may be, "Can I see you tonight?" So,
What the hell?
I've had clients that I counsel over and over again because this business, we become counselors, we become doctors, we become lawyers, we become your everything when we're just real estate agents.
Just really.
So we're your family, but they will call you for a legal question, a medical question, a marriage question. But I'm okay with that. I am the real
Yeah, I'm ready to take whatever issue you have. We're gonna solve it.
We're gonna solve
We're
it
gonna solve it.
because we as realtors, we are problem solvers. That's what we do.
Wow.
So we take on the whole thing.
And you know what? Like people like outside wouldn't even see it like this unless you're actually in the business. That is fascinating. That's like actually because like they want to trust you, seeing you're putting like a whole investment, and they want to be able to like when they're not like when you open up and they're not able to like confide in you, want to talk to you more about other things because they built that trust
Trust.
and that damn that
So the one thing my parents told me is to show up. And that's the best thing you can do for anybody is show up. We show up to funerals, right? To mourn loved ones. Show up. We show up to school when your kid is having a play. Show up.
yeah.
So if my clients are having something, I show up.
I see.
If their kids are having kids, I show up. If they have a baseball, basketball, I show up. If someone has died, a birthday party, I show up. Because the biggest thing you can give a person is that you show up. You
You're there
show
for
up
them.
and you show them that you are there for them.
Wow.
You're in the hospital, I'm bringing some cookies. We're going to eat sugar together.
You're love trying to pick up a girl. I got you with the flowers. You're trying to do anything. I got you. I got you for sure.
So my mornings are long, my afternoons are long, my nights are long. So on Sundays, I try and keep it very casual, not where I'm running so much.
I see.
Because 7 days a week I'm running, and on Sunday I'm giving the Lord his time.
Yes.
And he gets it all the time, but I'm saying on Sunday for sure I'm in worship.
You're right.
So,
And you don't want to be burnt out. You really do not want to be, because you gave, you know,
right.
you want to
You give so much of yourself.
Yeah.
You give so much of yourself, and you have to be available. Like I said, this business, if you don't answer the phone, the person will pick up and call the agent on the sign instead of calling you, and you've put in the work for 3 months, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 months. And because they want to see that property right then, they'll call on that sign instead of being loyal to the person who's been working for you for months. They'll call that agent on that sign. And that agent on that sign has no problem taking your client.
No.
But your client will sign a representation agreement with them.
Not knowing that you
just got me.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Yeah.
And then they want to call you and ask you questions.
Really? They do that?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
They're like, so why you like hop? Wow. Why?
So it takes commitment on both parts.
Okay.
It takes commitment on the buyer, the seller, and the realtor. You have to be committed in that transaction. I've had a client work with them for a very long time. I gave them advice, told them what was best. They did something totally opposite. They asked me, after they did what was opposite, they asked me to sell their property. It didn't sell right away. I knew it was a bad investment. Tried to tell you it was a bad investment. I didn't sell it to you because I knew it was a bad investment. That means I didn't want the money. I just wanted to assist you in making a sound decision.
Oh, I see.
So when they came back for help
Yeah.
for me to sell the property,
After they made the
after you did your transaction,
What kind of ask what they did?
they actually went and bought a property, and I had did all the comps, did all the backstory, the tax information, all of that. And the builder told them the tax rate is blah, blah, blah. They didn't know how to figure that out. They thought the taxes, I looked it up, it was only $700. But the taxes wind up being $20,000.
That's what the builder said.
Gave them the percentage of what it was. Tax rate 3 point whatever. And they thought it was $700. But I don't work for free. That was a mistake I learned a long time ago. No more working for free. So if that's the choice you want to make, that's all the advice I can give you.
Wow.
So needless to say, they were in a bind. Because when those taxes kicked in, it was a whole different ball.
It was like the whole mess.
But they weren't loyal. They were not loyal.
The fact that he went to
they were not loyal.
Yeah.
They still bought, still wanted me to give them advice.
This is the kid that acted. He didn't take the first one.
Didn't take the first one, still wanted me to give advice, and still used another agent.
What? So you didn't make anything from that.
But on their next couple of transactions, they did say, you know what? You're the agent. You're the agent.
Oh, they're like.
Sometimes it takes people a little bit to see their mistakes.
Oh, trial and error.
Trial and error. And they know from there.
Yeah, you have to use
You may want to connect with the Realtor of Choice Houston.
Damn. I don't know why. I don't know why sometimes people are like that, though. It's crazy. I feel like maybe they just Like when you feel like, oh, it's pretty too good to be true, they're like, okay, let's test the market ourselves. I do that ourselves. Then they like fall and they're like, oh, let's come back here. You gotta
Yeah.
start swimming back. Yeah. Damn. So let's say, can you walk me through a scenario, right? Let's say I'm a seller, right? I'm trying to sell my house, right? You come over, you inspect, you're like, okay, this is probably what the house is gonna be worth. Yeah, I'm like, okay, cool. That works with me. Then you now start trying to find buyers, right? When you're trying to find your buyers, like you have like different like networks that you use to, or do you already have existing buyers that you just
Some of us have buyers that
Okay.
want a certain area. We know that.
Okay.
The first thing we're gonna do is actually send them to that house because we have buyers that want that area.
Okay.
And so
They're already looking for that houses in
Right.
an area. Okay.
So
Okay.
when we take those listings, great. Everybody wins. Buyer, seller, everybody wins. But we also have where we take sellers and we're listing their homes. We have to do mucho advertising to actually sell that home.
Wow.
So I always tell my sellers, if I give you the price is the price, don't say, let's price it 10,000 higher so they can go down. It's going to sit. That house is going to sit, right?
Yeah.
So I try and tell sellers, let's do what it takes. I also suggest to sellers, before you put your house on the market, I believe you should get an inspection done.
Oh, I see. So
Have
that's
the
an extra.
inspection prior to, because
Mhm.
the buyer is going to have one. And when they do, you've already fixed those things, paid an inspection, $300,
Yes. For no problem.
compared to the buyer saying, I want $10,000 for these repairs. When in fact, it could have only cost you $1,500.
Oh, wow.
But you didn't have time to see what it was, what
see.
the issue actually was.
They could just
So
fix it
just
for-
just have an inspection prior to going on the market.
I see. Okay. Take notes. Get that inspection. Okay. And you said like those buyers, sometimes you have to like even know buyers are already looking for houses in that market. You use like advertising. And is it usually like the sellers that pay for that, or once you already set
Most of the time, it's the agents.
in the agents that
We
they're
pay for all the advertising.
okay.
We pay to put the house on the market.
Okay.
We pay for pictures. We pay for photos. We open title. Our list of what we do is so long.
Yeah.
It's about over 100 things we do in one transaction.
Wow, that's gonna be longer than this podcast for sure. Damn, wow. So that is then because you've done now all that work, then you now take a percentage of the buyer when he's trying to buy the house, right? So that's where you take like just slight percentage of
So most of the time, a seller will pay for the buyer's fees.
okay.
Sellers, but that's not mandatory.
That's okay.
But typically, that's how it works.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So most of the time, a buyer doesn't pay the agent,
the age. Oh, really?
but that's an option, and it's
Okay.
an option for the seller.
So
But
you-
the
okay.
sellers want to sell, so they
Right.
usually will pay.
Oh, I see. Is there a scenario where like sellers like, no, I'm not paying buyers
Yeah.
fee, and the
Yeah.
buyers also say, oh no, I'm not paying
And the
agent
buyer, I work for the buyer, so the buyer is responsible for that fee.
for that fee. Oh, I see. Okay. Huh.
All builders pay the agents.
The agents.
So if you want to work with the builder, you come hire an agent. The agent goes and works on your behalf, negotiate on your behalf. The seller still pays that agent that helped you. So why go to a builder without an agent?
Yeah, I don't know. That doesn't make sense.
You should go to a builder with an agent.
Yeah. Because they'll cover those fees for sure. Yeah. So
But you're getting the knowledge. You're not going in blind. Someone told you the tax rate is 3.9. You don't even know how to calculate that.
yeah.
You don't know
I
that
didn't
it's a mud.
Yeah.
You don't know it if it's a PUD. You don't know. You
No.
don't know.
you,
So
you don't know what you don't know. Wow. Okay. That's interesting. I'm just trying to put myself out there. Okay. If let's say I'm trying to become a real estate agent, like this kind of how my day-to-day life is gonna be like. Can I handle it? I'm just
be ready to go to work. This is not a 9 to 5. This is an all-day job. This is not a 9 to 5.
no clubbing, no partying.
Oh no, you party and
Yeah,
club.
Okay,
You just may not get that client the next day.
What if you party or club with the client though?
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take it next step.
Yeah. It works. It works. Whatever works for you.
Has he worked with any of your clients? No.
So I'm not a clubber.
Oh, you're not close. Okay, okay.
But I go to things with my clients. I go to
Yeah.
tea time.
Tea
I go
time.
to, like I said, baby showers,
shower.
birthday parties, baseball
Yeah.
games.
Game.
I'm
Yeah.
just not a clubber.
Not just okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I may be able to drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
Some maybe you get like a fresh young blood.
Yeah.
Yeah. You want to go out. Yeah. And, a little range. But yeah.
So I have a team that works with me.
Yeah.
So if I feel like that buyer wants some youth and still get the knowledge from an old school, I'm going to give them the knowledge. But if you want to take that young agent, I have no problem with that.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
That's actually pretty nice. So you just see maybe the archetype of the buyer.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
he's probably gonna buy more of it.
So
Yeah.
you look at the overall picture. If you have someone that speaks Spanish, you want to make sure that they understand what they're getting.
That's true.
So you want to make sure they can receive the information well. So if I have to do that, I'll take one of my Spanish speaking agents and hey, I want you to handle this.
Yeah, como estás? Just go through and get this job done.
And that's the goal, right? I want to get everybody to the finish line.
Exactly. What do you say? So like, how many people are on your team?
It's 4 of us.
4 of you. Okay. Okay. Would you say, obviously, right? Like you probably had the most experience. You're the most, so you know exactly what to do.
Yes.
How do you like maybe react or so like, if let's say like maybe someone on the team was supposed to like for sure close this client, but drop the ball.
One of my partners, she tells me, you don't want to talk to Vachael because she's going to tell you like it is. I am the tell it like it is queen. I don't like to sugarcoat stuff. So if I feel that my agent didn't do what they were supposed to do to get it to the finish line, I am going to address it.
Oh.
I don't just leave it. Yeah. I'm going to address it. What that does is make you better.
Sure.
What that does is keep my history that I built as far as knowledge and my experience and all of that. It keeps people referring because, of course, this is a referral-based business.
Right. Yes.
And so I'm counting on your referral.
That's true.
So
multiple net.
So when you leave, when you do your next podcast, you can say, I met this agent. Be Realtor Choice
Realtor Choice Houston. Yes. Yeah.
So it's all networking.
Facebook. You find it on Facebook.
That's right. Yeah. So you network. Everything is networking. So I try to make sure I do that. And they have to get to the finish line.
So if I'm trying to join your team right now, what do I have to do?
So I'm not taking anybody else. So you're out.
You see if the position is filled up though. Maybe when you expand beyond Houston, you may.
Maybe if I need someone else.
Yeah.
Because I think there's opportunities for everybody. It may not be on my team, but it's opportunities for everybody. So if something opens up and I need someone, of course. But
are you trying to just be like Houston based only, or you want to go?
So I'm not just Houston based.
Oh,
so I'm anywhere in Texas.
Anywhere in Texas? Okay.
Anywhere in Texas.
Okay.
And I dibble and dabble a little bit in Ohio.
Okay.
And I dibble and dabble a little bit in California.
I was about to say California. Yeah. Okay. But like in Cali and Ohio, do you have flights to those places for your clients and all that?
I do.
Damn. Okay. Wow.
So I'm ready to stay a week. If it takes longer, that's fine. But I'm ready to stay a week and let's get the job done.
And let's get it done. So
typically when I have to do that, and even here today, if I have someone and I have to take them out, I may start at 8:00 in the morning, pack a lunch, and we're going to eat on the go. We'll get finished by 8:00 at night.
And just party through.
We're going to work, we're going to lunch, we're going to breakfast, we're going to do it all. You want something, we're going to find it today.
Wow. That is, you grew up like tough, hard work, and so it's not new to you. Yeah. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that's pretty amazing for sure. Yeah. So those your clients that like are still outside in Ohio and California, how do you like find those? Seeing they're not like
it's all referral based.
All referral based.
All referral based. It takes one client. You satisfy one client. That client is going to tell 10 other people.
Wow.
When you leave here today, I guarantee you, you will pick up the phone and tell someone else who you just talked to today.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
So
Yeah.
it's all referral based.
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
It's either I've taught you something or I taught you nothing. If I taught you nothing, you're not going to tell anybody.
Yeah. You
If
don't.
I taught you something, you're going to tell somebody.
Yeah. Like I learned. I'm just doing this. I've learned so much right now about real estate. I had no like. Yeah. And what about like your interaction with like other like real estate agents?
So we're
Okay.
just like attorneys, right? Most attorneys know who they're dealing with. When you've been in the business for so long, 26 years,
You kind of know the
you're
name.
going to meet that agent again in your path somewhere. So is that a good thing? Absolutely. Especially when negotiate. They can tell their sellers or buyers, hey, this one knows what they're doing. They're going to give you a good quality house because she's already had her sellers inspected. She's tough cookie,
Yeah.
but I can
Yeah.
tell you, you're going to get a good house.
And you're gonna learn like for sure.
Correct.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. The other like real estate agents that like here in Houston, right, that you've interacted with, are there like any of them that you feel like she's gonna be tough to deal with if we are trying to get
For
the
me,
same house?
never.
No.
I'm going to outshine you, outbid you, outwork you. I'm going to do it all. No agent is a
Confidence
threat
through
to
the
me.
roof.
None.
I was gonna say your confidence through the roof. You're
That's
like,
right.
yeah,
That's
like,
right.
yeah,
You're not going to outshine me, outwork me.
yeah,
I got that from my parents. You'll never outwork me.
yeah. Y'all don't want this smoke.
You definitely don't want this smoke.
Wow. Okay. Okay. Yeah. They probably all of them would have known. Okay. Yeah. You don't know. Just if she's doing, just let her. Okay. Do you have any close friends like among like your friend like groups and like people that are close to you? Do you have anyone that is also trying to like, do real estate or get into real
I
estate?
have a lot of friends that do real estate.
Real estate.
It's just like anything.
Yeah.
Look at the bread company, Mrs. Baird's. If you go in the grocery store, you have how many different bread companies?
A ton. Yeah.
So the original person that probably has made bread, I don't know this for a fact that it was Mrs. Baird's, right? So Mrs. Baird started the very first maker of Mrs. Baird's bread, right?
Yeah.
So the next person, they made bread. The next company, they made bread. The next person, they made bread, right?
Yeah.
So your friends, your family, they see you working real estate. They say, wow, she's doing it. She's doing the damn thing.
That's true. Yeah.
So they go and get their license. But is it for everybody?
No,
No.
it's not. No. Nothing is ever for every. Yeah.
So you have to pick, not watching me that this is what you want to do. It has to be your calling. It's your calling. Just like church. Everybody can't be a preacher.
No.
It's your calling. Everybody cannot be a school teacher. It's your calling. I can only deal with babies and kids for so long because I'm ready to send them back to their parents. It's not my calling. So you have to be prepared first to know where your life should be and what you want your life to be. You can't copy everything and think, okay, this is what I want to do because I see her doing it. No, do it because it's your calling. And I think that's where a lot of agents, new agents, old agents get confused. I know people have license and pay for renewals for their license for 10, 15 years. And in 10, 15 years, probably did one transaction. It's not your
It's not
calling.
your calling. Yeah. That's true. Just
Find your calling, find your footing, and focus on that.
Are there any? You just mentioned one evidence there. You've done it 10, 15 years and you've only sold one transaction. Are there like initially, are there like any telltale like signs that you could see in someone and be like, I don't know if real estate is for you? And also the opposite, right? You like,
Funny thing is, my sister, she lives in St. Louis. Hey, sister, she works for Century 21. I think she would be a perfect agent. She was in the music industry for years. She knew a lot of people. She referred people from Missouri to here. Every athlete, musician, all of them. She would refer them, right? I was like, you need to go into real estate. I think it's your calling, right? So when she
Yeah.
first got her license, she wouldn't answer her phone. You have to answer your phone. So I called her one day. I said, I'm trying to refer you somebody and you're not returning the call. She said, I know, I was so busy. I said, give your license back.
What?
You're not ready to be a realtor. You're not ready to be a realtor. You're not. So 2 days later, she went and got another phone. I don't know why she bought 2 phones, but she went and got another phone. And she answers that phone like clockwork. And my sister is now the #1 agent in her office. She said, it took you, little sister, I'm the youngest. It took you, little sister, to tell me, get out the business. It's not your calling. Real estate is not for you. You gotta be honest where you're either gonna put in the work or you're not.
Yeah.
So move around or put in the work.
Damn. So you just have to like, I feel like also if, I mean, she got the phone, right? And started like responding to the calls. But if she didn't do that, I wouldn't even still blame her too. Because it's clear, okay, she's not cut out for this. It's better she puts her time on something else. But like you giving her that advice, and she, you know what? I think I can actually do it. Then just do it
And she's been doing it.
Yeah.
I'm not even familiar with Missouri real estate or their contracts. She say, sister, I read the contract, read it for me. So her first couple of transactions, I was like, do this. She is the #1 agent in her office. Kicking ass, by the way.
Yeah, kicking ass.
And
taking names.
That's right.
There we go. Wow. That is shit.
But
Well,
it took me
Yeah.
to be very direct, hit her in the stomach,
Yeah. Yeah.
and
But
there you have it.
imagine if she didn't have someone like you and she like would have just missed out on this. I feel like there are a lot of people in that type of situation, right? Where, okay, this might actually be my calling, but they don't have that push, just that slight push to get them to be like to bring out their greatness.
We
right?
push our kids.
Yes,
Your parents pushed you.
100%. Yeah,
You push.
Yeah.
If it's not for you, move
Yeah.
on.
That's true. So I guess like overall, all in all, it still also ties back to the basics, right? And as a parent, you just want to push your kids a little bit, see how they feel around it. You don't like throw them over. Just a little bit, see how they feel about it. And if they're good with it, they'll skyrocket.
They'll skyrocket.
Yeah, 100%. And if it's not for them, give them an opportunity to try something else and just keep going. Yeah, that's actually incredible for sure. Yeah. It's great to know. When you said Missouri, it reminded me of, I've been watching like Ozark, the TV show. Yeah, I don't know if you've seen.
I've seen it.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah. I know like TV shows that you
Yeah.
are into. Okay. Yeah. What TV shows? Are you watching any right now or no?
Oh, right now, let's see. I'm doing a lot of Netflix right now.
Netflix. Okay.
Use
Netflix has been
Use
horrible
my
TV
brother's
shows.
free account. No.
Yeah, that's
Gotta
Hey, gotta that money though.
Yeah.
I was gonna guess your brother will be using your own account.
Yes. I use his account.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Netflix doesn't really have anything. I don't like during your spare time. I know you have very little spare time,
I do.
but during that spare time where you just want to unwind a little bit,
I lay in the bed and sleep.
lay in the bed and sleep.
Nothing else.
Wow. Man.
But I'm getting older. I'm headed towards retirement. I'm trying to enjoy the fruits of my labor.
You have to.
You got to work hard
Yep.
to start enjoying the fruits of your labor.
That's true. Yeah, you don't want to stay. You don't want to be turned that old and have nothing to show for yourself. But at the same time, when you get like right now trying to enjoy your labor, nice like house. Do you like do traveling at all? Like
I do all the time.
All the time. So you're more
All the
like a
time.
traveling type of person. Like,
Yes.
Okay.
It gets me away because if I'm here,
Right.
I'm working.
Okay.
If I'm away, I can relax a little bit.
We can. Okay. It's true that yes, I feel that because you're trying to get out of that
I
environment.
can't hop in the car and go meet a client. I can't be on the phone 24/7 because I'm out of the country. So that's when my team steps in and work for me.
Oh, I see. Yeah, just take that little break. Yeah, Rachel, this was great. I've learned
I hope so.
a ton about real estate. Yeah, and I appreciate you for enlightening me on.
You are
Yeah.
so welcome.
Yeah.
I am glad you came.
Thank you
And I
for
have a
hosting me.
question for you.
Okay, please go ahead.
This
Shoot.
is the final question before we end today.
Yes, yes,
So
literally.
who are you going to tell them to call?
Oh, real estate choice of Realtor Straight Up Houston.
That's right.
There we go.
Club Choice Houston.
Realtor of Choice Houston.
There you-
Vachael Spark, right?
Start. Wait a minute.
Like Howard.
Wait a minute. Stay right there.
Okay, okay.
Stay right there.
All right, all right.
Hold on.
There we go. There,
I don't want you to get confused.
there we go. We see right
I
here.
gotta make sure you see.
You see right here? Vachael Stark.
The Realtor of Choice Houston.
Exactly.
So you got it.
Yeah.
You got it.
Yeah, 100%.
So I am glad you came,
I appreciate
and
it.
I enjoyed talking to you.
Thank you. Thank
So-
you. Yeah. Appreciate the cranberry.
Absolutely,
Yeah, yeah.
absolutely.
This Stark is like that's Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones is
Right.
nice. Okay. Yeah,
Okay.
because literally, like it was the girls that were handling everything in the Stark family. So just like the girls here.
That's right.
No, I'm just connecting patterns. Though I don't know.
That's right.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, I appreciate you for hosting. This was really fun. Yeah. Okay.
No problem.
Thank you. Thank you.
All
very
right.
much.
Thank you.
Yeah, right. Appreciate it. Yeah.
All right.
Let me turn this off.